What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Awoken back today with another video, and today I'm going to be discussing the possibility of a guest character. Now lately we have been seeing a lot of guest characters throughout video games, in particular I mean fighting games. Just recently Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was announced for Injustice 2, and Noctis from Final Fantasy 15 was announced for Tekken 7. Now with all this hype around guest characters in fighting games, I was thinking the upcoming fighting game Dragon Ball FighterZ might have a guest character, and that guest character is going to be Luffy. Now if you didn't know, a while back, Arc System released two games on the 3DS, the first one being Dragon Ball Extreme Butoden, and the second one being One Piece Great Pirate Coliseum. And if you had both of these games, or if one person had one and the other person had the other, you could link up and play each other with the characters in both games. Now I found this pretty interesting that no one's talked about this yet, but these games, I was doing my research and I figured out they kind of play like Dragon Ball FighterZ. They don't play exactly like it, but there are some influences in both of the games, which leads me to believe that Arc System used these games as kind of like the beta test for Dragon Ball FighterZ. Like there are some things that are pretty similar. Now both the One Piece and Dragon Ball DS games were made like this, and the HUDs look similar too. So I'm guessing they already had this planned up that you could link both of the games together to play with a friend or online. I don't really know how the DS works like that, so. This just has me so excited for the future of anime fighting games. Not to get too far off track, but my ultimate goal is to get like a J-Stars game made by Arc System. Like have all the Shonen Jump characters fight each other on 3v3, it would be so sick. Like that would just be the ultimate game for me. But heading back to why I think Luffy is going to be the guest character. So starting off, both One Piece and Dragon Ball Z are owned by Shueisha Shonen Jump and Toei Animation, and the right to publish games are owned by Namco Bandai. And as we can see, Arc System has already worked together with both of those companies, so it's not like they're going to have to go too far to get a license to use Luffy or anything like that in a game. It's kind of right there. Dragon Ball Z and One Piece have been known to cross over just countless of times. It's really easy for them to do it. Plus, One Piece is the highest selling manga of all time, and Luffy is the most popular character in his series. So to me, if they had to pick an anime character, that one would be a no-brainer. So moving on to my next point, guest characters are known to bring in the most revenue post-launch for video games, or at least for fighting games anyway. I remember NetherRealm Studios talking about Scorpion being the most bought DLC character for Injustice 1, and Predator and Jason being the most bought characters in MKX. Not only just for NetherRealm Studios though, I'm pretty sure Nintendo made a lot of money featuring Cloud Strife in Smash Bros. Even dating a while back, Namco had featured Star Wars characters in Soul Calibur 4. I think if you had the PlayStation version, you got Darth Vader, and if you had the Xbox version, you got Yoda. Now when people see characters like this, these big iconic characters in their games, or even if it's not big and iconic, maybe just like a popular character, it makes them want to purchase the game just to play those characters alone, as shown by sales. Now, would I want Luffy to be a guest character in this Dragon Ball game? I'm gonna have to go with no. Not because I dislike Luffy or anything like that. One Piece is actually my second favorite series, my first one being Hunter x Hunter. But I just want to keep this game Dragon Ball exclusive. Like if there's a character that doesn't make it, such as like Cooler, I would want them to add one of those characters instead as DLC. However, as I'm putting all this together, I just can't help but think that there's still a possibility Luffy will be in the game. Like Luffy could probably teleport behind people with Gear Second and stuff like that. Now there is a problem with Luffy being in the game, and the only thing I can see is that he cannot fly, so he'll be missing a whole mechanic in the game. However, I'm pretty sure Arc System would find a way to get around this. I mean if they really wanted him in the game. Outside of him being a guest character though, I don't really see any other problem with him being in the game besides for that and the fact he can't fly. I feel like he's the most appropriate character to use as a guest character personally. I wouldn't want to see Soul from Guilty Gear, or Kai, or like Naruto. Just because of the fact that I don't feel like they fit. Well, Naruto might actually fit if he's 6th path form, considering that he can levitate and stuff like that. But that's besides the point. Alright, if you enjoyed the video guys, please leave a like. If you disliked the video, leave a dislike. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure you rate the video, leave a comment, and subscribe. This is Awoken, and I'm signing out.